and praise. Lauren, you want to just kind of give me the thumbs up when you're ready? Okay, cool. Well, welcome to today's Sunday community call for Giveth. We are going to be digging into some cool stuff. I pinged a link to the Notion agenda in the chat if you'd like to follow along on your screen. And I will also share my screen when we get past the praise. You may have noticed in the scheduling channel today, I put a reminder to post your praise ahead of time if you're able to, just to help with efficiency. We decided to limit praise. We're going to be timing 45 seconds while everyone is sharing. I'm not going to cut you off, but I'm going to make some weird like do sounds in the background when we hit 45. So do with that what you will. And yeah, this is just if you do get cut off, if you post it in the praise channel, then you make sure that all of your acknowledgement is getting tracked. Okay, and with that, also you can share on your turn. If there's any agenda topics that you would like to request, we get to today. So any requests for agenda, and then if you want to like share how you're feeling or anything special like that, and then using your turn to give praise to other Giveth contributors on your turn. And self-praise is always welcome too. I can go ahead and get us started. So let me put 45 seconds on the clock. Okay. I want to praise Willie for the Vision Quest Part 2 facilitation, and also self-praise, plus Willie, Lauren, Mitch, Ashley, Marco, Danny, Kai, and Griff for participating in that workshop. Super helpful to get our mission, vision, and values aligned. I want to praise Griff for encouraging me to not be so shy and make a special announcement after our check-ins. I want to praise the comms team for doing quarterly milestone planning, as well as the Give token team for doing the same and some cool road mapping. I want to praise Wonka and the comms team for getting the process going of integrating Gravity and advice process, conflict resolution stuff. And that looks like time. So the rest of my praise is in the praise channel. And I will pass it to Willie. He's like, 1 second.
There we go. Okay, that doesn't count against my time. Praise Forrest, first of all, for organizing all of this and keeping us on the schedule, and being just great at organizing these calls. Praise I got the whole list of people. I won't name them right now, but everyone who embarked on the Epic Vision Quest, praised you in the channel. Thank you so much. That was awesome. So glad with how that's gone, and I'm really happy to see how aligned we all are. Praise Griff, Edu, Bowen, Danny, Lauren, and Ashley for hacking on liquidity mining and token distribution, just continuously pushing the Give token closer and closer to launch. Cannot wait for that. I want to praise Mitch. Special shout out for Mitch for taking initiative and following really great practices and proposing a change in some really key terminology, especially terminology that's so deeply embedded in our culture. That took a lot of courage to stand up and push for that, and I really admire the process that he took there. Praise Hannah for repping Giveth so well at BTC Miami. Also Cameron. Hannah in particular, though, she made her own Giveth swag, and she was telling everybody who would listen about Giveth and just doing a really great job representing us. Perfect time. Perfect. I'll pass to Danny.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm unmuted. Oh, all right. I was just typing it, so I'll go back. Praise to Willie and Griff for the awesome liquidity mining mathematical magic. Praise Ashley for finding us an epic location to book in Nosara. Praise Lauren for everything everywhere, including keeping track of where to wrangle moi. Praise Mitch for the amazing unicorn advice process on the advice process. Praise Monique for being courageous with feedback. Praise Reforest for tracking all the details and getting roadmap stuff aligned. That's all I have right now, and I'll keep typing some more. Oh, praise Rivka for asking a bajillion questions about Giveth and following up with great detail on how to make sure she could be here in this call and prepared for learning how to play with us. Praise Mateo for getting his all the way through the embassy meeting and figuring out how we're going to get him to Costa Rica as fast as we can. Praise the Trace team. I've been showing people Trace again, and it's just amazing how I have to train myself to say Trace and not milestones, and it's fun. So I like sharing it, and it's really awesome. I think that's, yeah. Okay, now I'll stop, and I'll pass it to Mitch.
Can you guys hear me all right? Great. I threw some praise in the channel, but I'll just voice it back here. I'd like to praise Matteo for onboarding Carlos. I'd like to praise everybody who gave me advice on the proposal and helped me make it better. Big praise to Willie for leading Vision Quest. And I think I put some other praise in there, but I can't remember right now. No distractions, intentions, catch up, see what everyone's up to. And I'll give it to Lauren.
Hey everyone, I'm super happy to be here. I have some praise. I'd like to praise Mitch for the unicorn name change proposal. It's so funny. It makes me laugh every time, the whole process. I want to praise Griff, Willie, Ashley, and Eddie for the liquidity mining spreadsheet, working on that, hacking on it. I want to praise the comms team for the Q3 planning and just for general good vibes. How I love the comms team, super supportive and like all interconnected. I want to praise the whole Trace team for getting beta onto trace.giveth.io. I want to praise Griff for being everywhere, connecting all of the Giveth horns, and for keeping peace and providing insight, and for helping support me with the Twitter. I want to praise Willie for the vision quest and for being really, really, really good with words. I want to praise Kai for trying to get all the bridges up and running again, and for also working on his history section for the Wiki to Docs. I want to praise all the people who made memes: Mitch, Forrest, Griff, Mateo, Ashley, Monique, and me lately. And I want to praise Mateo for always being on top of questions and for migrating issues to the next board and making me laugh all the time. And I'll pass it to Mateo.
Happy Sunday. I want to praise this time Monique, because we did a couple of hack sessions managing the board on ZenHub. It's going to be amazing, the development from now on. I want to praise also Carlos because he joined the team as a contributor, and I believe that he will make a great impact in the development of the impact graph and in the general development of the DApp. So yeah, that's it. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll pass it to missing Ashley, maybe.
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks, Mateo. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. I put my praise in the Discord, but I will also say something here. Again, I want to repeat Willie for the Vision Quest thing. That was really awesome, and it's nice because it really allows us to see like that we are so aligned already. So, and also the hack session on the liquidity mining. I want to praise Lauren for just like being in every circle and like just constantly rocking everything that she does. And I want to praise Forrest for helping the team to set attainable goals and just like aligning each of our circles with each other through our quarterly planning. And I really want to praise Kai because he's been helping me a lot, just get all the access to the accounts that I need access to and supporting me in learning like new operations things. And I guess that's my time. So I'll pass it to Amin.
Hi, I want to praise Griff for helping us and making gathering, make a reservation for gathering. I want to praise Kai. He helped us on the trace. We launched trace, and he helped us and domain changing. He was great help. I want to praise Mitch, Lauren, Ashley for their feedback and good trace. I want to praise Mama, Romin, and Monique. They pushed last week to fix all few bugs we had, and finally we made version 1 of Giveth Trace, and we launched it, and the domain has changed. I'm so happy. I have been working on this project for more than 2 years, and now it's it's released, and I'm so happy. It's a very good moment for me, at least, and of course you are very happy too. And yeah, I don't want to, and I want to praise all of you who celebrate with us about this stories. Yeah. Yeah, I want to pass it to Griff.
So we got a double unmute. Okay, I want to praise Amin, Monique, Mohammed, Ramin, Kai, Lauren, Mitch, Ashley, and Tarek, and Madi, and the whole Giveth Trace team because it is no longer beta.giveth.io. How fucking wild is that? That is insane. That is insane. So thank you guys. Special praise to all of you. I also want to praise Amin and Monique for setting up the awesome event that Giveth local team is going to put out. I want to praise Lauren, Willie, Edu for the awesome liquidity mining token engineering work. Lauren for killing it on Twitter and housing and feeding me. It's kind of nice too. I want to praise Danny I want to praise Ashley for stepping up to organize the Costa Rica event, and Danny for figuring out how to get fiat into Airbnb after like 2 days of pain. Thank you, Ashley, for punching that down. I want to praise Fabio, Edu, Lansky, and Gabby for their so much work this week on getting a deployment up on Rinkeby for us that we can play with hopefully next week. I want to praise Ashley and Forrest for the work on project verification, Willie for the amazing Vision Quest work, and Monique for taking the time to give critical feedback on our payments processes and systems. And I'll pass it to Mohammed.
Hey guys, I would praise Amin, Monique, and Ramin for the help on the big release that we had on the last week, and I would praise Lauren, Ashley, and Mish. They tested a lot in last few days, and it helped us to fix the bugs. And I would pass it to I will pass it to Monique.
Hey, how are you guys? Thank you, everyone. I would like to praise Matteo, his friend Carlos, and Kay for the planning for Giveth.io, and we're totally on the same page. I would love to praise Carlos, Matteo again for onboarding Carlos. I would love to praise Mitch, Lauren, and also Ashley for helping lots during this spring. Matteo has made lots of issues and lots of useful bugs. We find it, and lots of thanks for them. And I also love to praise Amin, especially for lots of payments and for the gathering. He helped a lot. We just booked our accommodation for the gathering, and I would love to praise Amin, Muhammad, and Ramin again for their great work during this spring. It's very hard for just fixing bugs, and it takes more than a week. And really thank for them. We're on the version 1. As Amin said, thanks Griff for helping me during being a PM on IO, and also supports me to solve the conflicts. And I would love to praise Forrest for organizing this meeting, and also praise Willie for his great work on Vision Quest. And I missed it. I hope I won't miss it again. And I will pass it to Danny. Huh? Danny? No.
No, Danny went already. I think our new friend Rivka is probably the next one to go.
Yeah.
Hi. Well, I don't know most of you yet, and I'm just
Kabuki.
very new to this platform, but
No, you don't.
I will praise Danny Bell for inviting me to get on this call and start to get involved.
You want to pass it to Shawnee Ray?
I'll pass it to Shawnee Ray.
Okay. I'm Sean Canning and Shawnee Ray, and or Kabuki. But I'm very excited to get to meet you all. I'd like to give praise to Rivka for holding this phone with her hand and keeping it still so you can see us. And I'd like to give praise to Danny Bell for really inspiring us with like and making us feel really just excited to be of service for this project, seeing the vision, understanding the lingo. Appreciate all that. That's it.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I think that's everyone. Back to you, Forrest.
Thank you. Location change. Awesome. Feels good to check in with everybody. I didn't hear any other agenda requests, but I'm just going to open up the space for another quick moment in case anybody has anything that they'd like to add. Okay. I'm going to name that I feel really like nervous, weirdly, for what I'm about to share. Wow, I like feel all these like tingles all over my body. I have some special news to share. The Costa Rica team already knows for obvious reasons, but I'm pregnant.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I've been hiding a belly because we're doing videos from the test set. Yeah, but that's just something I wanted to share. I am due sometime at the end of August or in September. So I'm going to be around that time whenever this little one decides to make its presence into the world known. I will be taking some time off. So I'm going to prepare all my circles that I'm facilitating and a part of. And yeah, I'm like starting to work with Griff and the teams on that, but I just wanted to share that with you guys, and especially since we're going to be doing some in-person gatherings, if there's any other folks that join us, be nice to have a heads up. Otherwise, you're going to get a belly first impression of me. So anyway, thank you guys for receiving me in that. Okay. Let me.
You're so pink.
I know, I'm blushing, and I'm also very sunburned. Alon and I had an anniversary yesterday, and we did a photo shoot on the beach, and then I ran into these other pregnant ladies, and we were like catching up, and I realized, oh my God, I need to get out of the sun. I'm gonna turn into a tomato, and I am like so red all over my body. It's so horrible. But I'm sure I'll be okay in a few days. Okay. All right. So I thought today we could first talk about these in-person gatherings because that is coming live in about a week. So for Nosara, Costa Rica, the team is gathering in person June 19th, traveling there. And I believe checkout and travel out is on the 28th. Thank you so much to Griff for booking an epic Airbnb there. To my knowledge, we have Griff, Danny, Ashley, myself, Lauren, and Mateo. And then I believe some extended family from the Diamante Luz project. Tim and Tian are coming. And then it looks like also Mambo is joining us. And then, of course, the Gaia Gives team, Max, Audrey, Leela, Ronnie, and Matt. Are there any others?
I wish.
So there's two other Yeah, there's two other people that are uncommitted and likely to join us for something. Tegan and Marcus Hines are going to be up in that area and want to hear more about what we're doing and how to play with us. So they might come socialize or stay a moment, but they're not with us the whole time.
Okay, amazing. And then Danny, when is the crypto conference that you're speaking at?
It's actually on Sunday, and it's at the same time as this call.
Okay.
So it's not this coming, no, it's the Sunday after that, the 27th.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Anything else, like Ashley, Danny, Griff, that you'd like to share about specifically the Costa Rica gathering? I do have time in the agenda for us to talk about like goals and itinerary, but if there's anything else specific to Nosara you want to share.
I am in talks with Wendy about renting the 15-passenger van so that we have plenty of room to get out there and back.
Amazing. Thank you. Okay, baller. And then Middle East. I saw in GitHub that Monique updated the issue and let us know that the Middle East team booked a cool accommodation in the forest. Thanks so much to Amin for helping to get all of that coordinated and paying the booking expenses up front. I believe the participants are Amin, Monique, Mohammed, Hadi, Cherik, Mehdi. Are there any others that I'm missing?
I don't think so.
Ramin.
Ramin, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
one thing I'm really excited about here is seeing if we can do like video conferencing, like to have some major gather group events and visioning. We're working towards these vision quests already, so maybe we can finalize them together on some epic video calls, grab some whiteboards and have some fun.
Yeah. And because of that, we have to make sure again about the internet connection.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I think that would be super cool. And then Monique let us know that the team is gathering June 21st through the 24th, but departing in the afternoon local time on the 24th. So really the days that will be available for like videoing the whole global team would be June 21st, 22nd, 23rd. You're up. I made a GitHub issue about this gathering. Marco said he's unable to travel for the foreseeable future. Mateo, I saw your ping in the chat here. I'm so bummed that we're not going to get you in Costa Rica. I saw you made a visa appointment for July, so I don't know how that works within the EU. But the other European folks, I believe, are Mateo, Kai, Merlin. Is there any possibility for those folks gathering? Or if not, if we're doing like video in sessions, maybe we can block those times as ahead of time as possible so that everyone can call in regardless of where they're at. Okay. So details for this gathering. I'm curious if we have any like proposed goals or gathering itinerary, things that we want to make sure we do when we're all in person together. And then, yeah, blocking some time for the folks that aren't able to join in person so that they can dial in online if they're able to.
I really liked Griff's suggestion that, to complete this vision quest that we're on and to maybe knock out the following steps that we kind of outlined that hopefully Marco can still help us lead these virtually to do the basically goals, metrics, and roadmap. I think it's the perfect time to complete this and get all those mapped out.
Yeah, +1 for sure. Those feel like the obvious thing that we would want to bring all of our different dispersed teams together to work on those parts together. And then I wanted to put in a plug for Forest for some authentic relating activities that we can do for team building, fun, and development. And then to carry on with the Vision Quest workshops. it would be really cool to get those, at least some next steps out of it for how the circles can align their own objectives to the overall vision and values to get that done.
Yeah, I definitely agree that having there's some obviously prerequisites to achieving this, but having a solid solid roadmap at the end of these gatherings that we can all say, yes, we love this. I feel like that's the main goal. We have to have the vision set, our mission, vision, values work, the individual roadmaps for each project. All of those things are going to be prerequisites for that final output, in my opinion, which is just this is the Giveth plans. So, but yeah, this is definitely the moment to make that happen.
Yeah, thank you for clarity. Yeah, because I see the workshops are an important part, but we should get those earlier on so that we come out of it with the roadmap as the objective.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it down to Costa Rica, but I will be available virtually for pretty much any of those meetings to be able to join.
Yay, thank you, Willie. And yeah, I would love to. Sorry, go ahead, Willie.
I was gonna say, what do you guys think about Give token goals? Should we? Does that kind of encompassed by the overall roadmaps for each project and how they all fit together? It is an opportunity to knock out any of the final blockers, maybe narrative type stuff too.
Oh yeah, I feel like we kind of have 4 roadmaps: the comms and token and the 2 dApps, and then the overarching roadmap that they feed into. But
at the very least, we just have a really clear plan for that being an awesome accomplishment, and then anything else we can do just to help knock out some of those blockers definitely seems like a good priority.
Yeah, and I really think that the best way to do these things is to have someone have a relatively complete solution that then comes for these roadmaps, which I think we almost have anyway. But one mind looking at this, having a complete solution, and then bringing it in as something, it's a lot easier to build on top of something that's complete than it is as a group to try to discover and make something out of nothing. It's just really hard as a group. So if we can, I'm going to try to take on the token roadmap where I feel like we already have a relatively good start there, and making sure that there's a complete roadmap going into it for each of the projects. But it's not complete as in done. It's just complete as in, oh yeah, this is what it looks like when it's
that roadmap.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, Lauren's computer died, so the recording's gone too. But okay.
Sorry.
Are you okay? Okay.
I'm gonna. No. Let's do it through yours.
We should do karaoke.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, karaoke with Kabuki. Anyway, no. We when everyone brings these roadmaps, then we can have serious advice process, double down hardcore advice process on these proposals that are they're just oh, this is the best first thoughts, and then we iterate and improve and align and push forward together to get a real result. That's my suggestion.
Okay. Beautiful. Anything else that we want to share around these in-person gatherings? Goals, itinerary. Those that are not able, maybe somewhere we can capture the best aligned time that we have between the Americas and the Middle East, because there's pretty different time zone there, I imagine. So we can see when are the best times of day for us to do these kind of sessions, and then the other times maybe we're doing more team bonding kind of stuff. And then also seeing the folks that aren't able to join in person, like Willie and Marco and other folk like Mateo, yeah, like just trying to align schedules, some sort of like doodle poll or something would be good. We can post that in the scheduling channel.
On this note too of the doodle polls, something that would be cool, we don't have to do it right now, but something to work towards would be having like a doc in Notion where we all have our email addresses with our calendars and opening up our calendars so that we can really easily schedule stuff. I know some of us, like I can see Griff's calendars, but there's some calendars that I can't see even when I try to schedule Google Calendar. So just remind me about that. Something that it would be nice if we could move towards that, at least for people who are contributing in a medium to full-time capacity, figuring out how we can more easily schedule stuff.
Awesome.
I think we have just some, a short golden time for being together. They start from your Costa Rica morning about 4 or 5 hours later. We can, I think we have just this time that we can go through. Maybe we can extend it up to 6 hours after your, morning start. And I also suggest that we can put discussions about the, release planning, DODs, kind of team management, sort of these things about Scrum, choosing how's Kanban going, how's, being on a Scrum, what we should do on the sprint planning. I suggest that we can have these discussions too, fixing, for example, DODs for all the team. But it's just a suggestion.
Yeah, Google Calendar, that's a good point too, especially with all these time zones. I don't know how to do it, but there's a way to put your working hours in, and then people can kind of see as they're trying to schedule with you what your working hours are, and then any times that you're already busy. I think that'd help a lot.
Awesome. I can get the Notion doc created at least so we can all input our emails. Cool. Anything else around the gatherings before I move on?
I would also love to learn salsa dancing from you guys. I heard Griff has been learned.
Be sure to put that on the itinerary. Maybe we can ask Kai about his virtual salsa room instead
decentralized dancing.
Decentralized dance lessons.
Maybe we can do it in the 3D environment that Kai was showing us, so we can all have our characters and salsa dance.
A dancing roadmap. We have to
dance our way through the goals. I love it. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm so excited for that 1 week from now. Can you guys still hear me?
I can, and I have a request. I know we always do the DAP updates at the very end, and I'm wondering if we could mix up the agenda flow, because I would really love to make sure I hear some things so that there's so much that's changing in the DAP. Do we need to go through in the order it is?
Nope, I did change the order today, but I still have that one at the bottom, and I can put it to the top. Here we go. Okay.
There's so much to celebrate there.
Yay. Okay, awesome. Well, is someone from Giveth Trace available to give us some exciting news about the latest and greatest with your team?
shall you?
Yeah, what happened last week? We
we were managed to change and develop, and we had few issues. We fixed all of that, and after some testing out for some extent, we thought that it's stable enough, and yeah, we made the version Giveth Trace version 1, changed the domain, and now it's up. Yeah, and it's ready to be advertised and be onboarded. And, yeah, and I think it's time for us to work a little on itself to be searchable and can be found on the search engines. It's my thought.
No, we've about a month on beta, and just make sure that we don't have any serious bug. So we fixed all of the reported issues and found out that we can go out of the beta. And it is the most important thing that happened. And another thing that was all the graphic change due to donation model, transaction model. The feature of how much gas is paid is the major update that was reported in our last community call. And we also have lots of improvements for the trace. It loads more quick, and it has lots of big bug fixes in conversations and the rates. Also, we also updated the Feather version. And anything major, Amin, Mohammed?
Yeah,
No.
that's all changed almost. And yeah, we are working on the Giveth token API. Mohammed is working on it.
I want to highlight also Ramin's work on all the little animations and the quality increase of just everything across the board on the front end side. It's really things that are just getting fun to play with. Every time you get an error message, oh, this isn't $300 worth. This little yield question mark dancing character comes out. There's all these little things, little high quality additions that have turned Trace into such a beautiful quality product that I never dreamed of, and that it could get this good. So just major progress, and so fast lately. It's so cool to be launched in live.
And also Marco. Yeah, the design by Marco, they are very fun and beautiful. That make happen. The Marco design and Ramin implementation. Of course, make that happen.
They're amazing. It's amazing. It's a beautiful product.
Yeah, and we have somehow one way to make refactor all the menus. They are so dated and make management easier. Of course, our new onboarded users doesn't have such troubles, but Grid has because he's managing lots of campaign and traces and communities. Yeah, we should make it easier for a manager. Danny, go ahead.
I was actually just going to say, as I was going through Trace, I came across that little thing that announces the gas fee in the Twitter, and I hadn't seen that before, and it was very exciting to get to share that in front of people. So I keep finding amazing little things in there that I'm very excited about.
Yeah, again, that's Lauren and Marco and Ron. Impact. Thank you, Lauren.
Congratulations to the Giveth Trace team. Really sounds like you have been kicking ass and really, putting such a beautiful application online live. Amazing. And so, our communications team was made aware of the possibility of this being ready super soon. So we've been having some conversations around our announcement strategy and like messaging and things like that. So yeah, stay tuned. This will hopefully be brought to the world very soon. Okay, Giveth.io. What's the latest and greatest there?
Yeah, I'll take that one. Well, this week, finally, we moved the Giveth.io deployment to the next JS version, so you can check it out right now. We made a poll that Kai recommended, and I know it was Monique, I think, to check what the prioritization should be for this sprint that began on Wednesday. And everybody said that the priority should be to make the version as stable as possible. So that's the main objective of this sprint. With Monique, we did a couple of planning sessions before even the dev call on Wednesday. And yeah, we made a board, a SendHub board. It's very nice right now. We are trying to be more organized every time. I onboarded Carlos Mario. He's a friend in here in Barranquilla who's going to help on backend issues for the impact graph. He already has a pull request open there, so for me to check out. So he's amazing already. He has done some work related to the edit and deletion of project updates. So I need to check on that. I will be assigning him some issues and tell him to be more to use more the SendHub board. And I think that's it. I believe that this sprint is going to make the app more optimal. I would say. I want to ask Carlos to help me on that because with Kai we encountered a couple of errors regarding database fetching that made the app very slow. So yeah, the optimization of the app is our main goal right now. And you can check out the SendHub board if you want to check what we're working on right now. And that's it. I want to thank Monique again because with him, the organization of the development is going to be better without a doubt. So I'll pass it back to you first.
Thank you, Mateo. Epic, very epic. Monique, you're hard at work. Mateo, super awesome. Glad that there is another dev supporting the team now. That's really incredible. Is he contributing at this point or is he being fully onboarded?
I onboarded the impact graph repo. He's got it working already. He is currently doing it as a contributor. I want to see if he eventually, after he has done some contributions, he wants to join the team fully. I hope he does, but yeah, that's coming with time.
And I was thinking if you need any R for developing an infograph, the Trace team may also be available to help.
Incredible. Thank you for this update. Does not look like Kai is with us. Does anyone have any awareness of updates around operational stuff?
I know he was working on setting up some bridges on the Discord that were having trouble. I'm not sure if he succeeded on that task. Besides that, he helped me to get the Next.js thing working on Giveth.io and also debug some things that occurred that were related to DevOps. But that's it.
Awesome. Thank you, Mateo. Okay. Well, since we went over the DApp updates first, I'm just gonna move our Give token update below, since that is pretty related. So I'll just go over that real quick. Okay. All right, as always, we've got our hot links at the top here. If you're interested in digging into the Give economy and what we've got going on, our specs and roadmaps. Okay, some updates. So we went through our Q3 21, which is July, August, September quarterly milestone planning session, and what we decided are overarching goals that we want to walk away with at the end of September, or hopefully even sooner, is setting up the discourse forum for creating DAO proposals and linking more information. This is a requirement for our Giveth Gardens. In no time flat, Kai got us set up with the dev portion of this, so that's done. But we're gonna be working on like the cultural side, so creating content and structure and all that jazz. The obvious big goal that we've got for Q3 is to launch our Give token. So the different elements of that are the airdrop, liquidity mining, the Giveth Gardens, conviction voting, our communications, messaging and announcement content, project verification, and the Givebacks program. Oh, thanks, Mateo. I'll share my screen again. Can you guys see my screen again now?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for catching that. Okay, and then our next two goals for this quarter are to simply switch from having our calls here in Jitsi to having them on Discord, and likely if the other circles are open to that as well, like as a team on the whole migrating over there. And the reason for this is just making it even more easy and transparent for folks that are connecting and communicating with us on Discord to join our calls and see that there's like a group hacking on something and join if they'd like. And just recognizing that as our Give token launches, we're going to have a lot more people that are joining our Discord platform and connecting and contributing. And if it becomes, big and distracting and we have a ton of people, there's like a radio option in Discord where we can mute everyone except for the facilitator, and then they can like unmute one at a time as people are speaking. So that's something that we'll probably start this week and next. For the Give token team.
On that note, can we pause there and just do the sociocracy, give kind of commitment, or see if there's any objections to moving calls to Discord? Does anyone object to that, or for everyone who's on this call that is organizing calls from any space, we will transition to Discord this next week?
For all calls forever?
That's the idea. All calls, let's get them in Discord, unless there's any reason not to.
So my question is, who's our Discord management team?
I've been doing some Discord stuff.
Oh, good. Ashley too.
Yeah, because the only thing I think about is maybe there's some things that'll come out of our retreat with the alignment in our circles. I thought Ashley did some nice reorganization, but if we're going to shift into the calls, let's just think about how they line up and maybe do some overall Discord tweaks to make that really easy and seamless. Griff, you guys do that in token engineering and Common Stack already, right? Like there's a room for the voice and then there's a room to share chat and conversation that kind of matches it.
Yeah, we were talking a bit about that too, or just posting whatever it is in the channel for the appropriate channel. So if it's like something about communications, we would just text in the communications channel, and that way it would be still tracked for each circle. But there was definitely something that we talked about and like how we could go about, because that was one thing that I really like about Jitsi is being able to have this chat bar over here and just post links real quick or whatever back and forth. And Discord doesn't have that within the voice thing, but
yeah, so that's my only thought, is making sure we have really good structure around how to join what and when and for what, and then maybe we need to do a little post out of communications to share that, and so when new people join Discord and want to get involved, we can point them at that.
Yeah, I was going to talk a bit about it in the community section too whenever we get there.
Cool. I guess the other piece of that is with the discourse coming online too, like what goes in the forum and what goes where as our calls are there. That just takes a little bit of thought too.
So hearing that, do we want to wait until we have some of the Discord organization stuff complete before we actually move calls there, like these chat channels? Okay. So we don't have to switch over yet, but let's just make it a priority to make whatever changes we need to the Discord so that we can start migrating our calls there. Maybe next week we can revisit and see if we're ready.
That'd be cool if we could just start with this one. What if we just agree to start with the community call next week? It's kind of weird that it's still on Giveth 2-dev anyways. So it's ready for change.
So what would we need to transition the community call? Would we need like a community call Discord channel for our notes that we normally put in the chat?
There's already one of the voice channels that's called community calls. So we can just hop in that one, and I would just adjust the calendar to reflect that channel as our meeting location rather than this.
Yeah, and I can, so that we have a text channel as well as that voice channel, I can make a text channel just above the community channel that is like community chat or something like that.
Cool.
Perfect.
That's helpful.
All right, well, I'll see you next week. Remember, we'll be meeting in the Discord community call voice channel.
Community call next week and community call channel and chat. Perfect. Thank you guys. Okay. And then our final goal is to map out. So we've obviously got our goal to launch the Give token, and understanding that perhaps we will launch before the very end of September, thinking ahead to our new features that we will roll out. We will begin to propose our ideas of next features to governance and field our community feedback on what the community feels is the best path forward. So the ones that we're talking about are donation matching to projects, decentralized project verification, causes, and perhaps whatever else comes up from the collective. And then like kind of mapping out, okay, so what would be the broken down milestones and goals to achieve those things. Okay, so beyond the meta view zoom out of Q3, we've identified our Sprint 10 priorities, which we kicked off middle of last week. So primarily Rinkeby deployment, getting the front end going, running tests, and having everything working end to end. So testing the airdrop, testing vesting, testing Giveth Gardens, and obviously reporting any issues. And the only, like we put this little red note in here, the only potential risk is that the DApp node team is in a lot of transition at the moment. And so just fingers crossed that we're able to have their support as well with this. Our other big Sprint priority is the liquidity mining research. The team hacked I believe on Friday on this and made some cool progress. And you can see, I'll drop a link in here, but it's also, if you go to the Give token, you can see our liquidity mining draft spreadsheet that the team was working in. Give backs, another big Sprint priority. We made a case for prioritization with the devs. I think they're primarily focusing on stabilization, but also looking at givebacks, getting Giveth Trace ready to integrate givebacks as well, not just on giveth.io. And yeah, just understanding and like clarifying and speccing out, how do we prevent double givebacks, and just getting more and more clarity around how this program is running clearly. And then finally, project verification. So because we've decided to also launch givebacks on Giveth Trace, we're updating our type form to make sure that it applies to projects that are applying from Giveth.io and Giveth Trace, and testing out the social media verification aspect of our project verification process. So those are our top priorities that we're really focusing on. We've had tons of different things that we're focusing on each sprint in the last couple of weeks, and we've decided to like really get more clear and clarify and focus our energy on fewer but still big important things this sprint. Any questions around Give Token or any other updates or feedback from the team? Okay, not hearing anything. So I want to name that we are at 11:01, well, Mountain Time. Everyone's on different times, but we have hit the top of the hour. Today we did not get to go through community governance or comms updates, but these are all super clearly, well, at least the communications updates are outlined really clearly in the agenda. And like the major thing that I want to mention is last week we had our part 2 mission, vision, values, vision quest workshop with Willie, which was super awesome. And he just posted before this call in the general channel, we narrowed down our vision statements for each of the key stakeholder groups. And Willie, is there anything you want to share here, like for those that maybe didn't participate, if you are looking for any participation as like a response to your post, or like maybe when the next session will be?
Yeah, thank you to everybody who participated. If you couldn't make it, we shared the outcome as well as the recording, and it's all pretty well documented. So the best way to catch up to speed is just check out the vision statements for each stakeholder, which we posted in the general channel of the Discord just right before this meeting. The final next step is to take all these vision statements for each stakeholder and use those to craft one ultimate vision statement for Giveth that we can all align behind, rally behind, and row towards. What do you guys think about, I don't think it warrants a full hour workshop, but do we have bandwidth tomorrow during the governance call to just maybe spend 15 minutes to align on one final statement? Then how do you guys feel about that? Cool, seeing some head nods. Let's see if we can knock that out at the governance call tomorrow. If so, then we will have our vision completed. We'll have our vision statement. That'll be our vision statement until the next time that we decide to regroup and do this exercise again, which will hopefully be once we've made a lot of progress towards our vision, learned a lot. And it sounds like we have a great plan for to organize some other workshops during the retreat. And those workshops we'll use the vision statement and we'll align on some goals, some metrics, and then the roadmap for each of these different projects to, again, road towards our vision.
Increíble. Thank you so much, Willie. And yeah, speaking of governance, so I posted that here as a discussion request. If anyone has any other requests for what to discuss in our governance meeting tomorrow, please post that in the governance channel on Discord, since we didn't get to talk about it today. Are there any other burning shares or closing thoughts before we close this community call today?
Yeah.
We have a meme party.
Yeah,
We have a meme party.
Meme party.
Meme channel.
If you
Meme party next.
If you want to get good at making memes, you come to meme parties. I'm telling you, it's so much fun, and we'll teach you. It's so easy, and by the end of the party, you'll have made like 15 memes and be like, oh yeah, memes are not scary anymore. Please feel free to come by, and we'll have a nice little onboarding class.
Yeah. Okay. Governance call tomorrow morning, or tomorrow at its regularly scheduled time, wherever you are.
Bueno. Okay,
Well,
thanks.
I really wanted to share about community, and I really want to post the link to the new forum that Kai put up for us, so we can start I made a profile, and everybody else can make a profile in there. We can start interacting and see how that goes. I really, really just want to welcome Sean and Rivka to our call and wanting to get involved. We're going to be needing some more people on our team as we get more people joining the server, and we're trying to prepare for that. And there's also now a feedback channel in the Discord where when people fill out the feedback button on our contact page, you will be able to see what they say in that channel. There were some other things, but those are the main things. And I'll put some more notes in this agenda.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Forum.giveth.io. Go ahead, Willie. Were you
I said the exact same thing. I said awesome. Thank you, Ashley.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Sorry we went a few minutes overboard, but thank you for bearing with us. Really great to have everyone's participation today and sending you all lots of love. See you in the meme channel.
Bye. Thanks, everyone. Love you.
You guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.